Alright, let's get this started. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, 10 hours watching. It is me, Omega. And today we're back with Etrian Odyssey 4. If it shows up. Oh. Yeah, we finally got to the post game, and we're trying to do the post game, which is working, I guess. No, not really, actually. We have fought the dragons once or twice, I think once. I might have done it off stream once, maybe. But yeah, that's our best bit of XP right now, and it genuinely might be what I need to be doing for a while. But we also do have the Hall of Darkness, which is the area that we are trying to check out as well. So yeah, there's a little bit. But before we go into there, I think it is probably best for us to make sure that we get the best food possible in the game, which is the gold level stuff. And I mean, if we want to fight said dragon again, it is actually probably a good idea to do so. We can actually make this, which is crazy good. We get a hyper volt resistance for it as well. And so this actually makes it a lot easier for us to deal with this, hopefully. That's probably what I'll do for now, just to get, like, we need the extra level, to be honest. Like, generally we do. Storm Emperor. I believe it's weak against fire, yep. So it shouldn't be too bad for us. Hopefully we can deal with it with relative ease, I guess. Not like, I'm not expecting it like to be a complete absolute like washout or anything, but who knows, maybe we can. That did a lot less damage than I was expecting, so that is actually really good. So we also haven't finished the, what's it called? We haven't done the battle against the, what's it called? The Ice Dragon either, though. So, yeah, we need to make sure we do that one as well. But we'll make sure we take this one out. Hopefully we can get a level or two. I'm assuming single level is probably it. We are doing a pretty sizable amount of damage though. Vault Domain is a little bit scary here. Ooh, that's not good. Okay, still alive, thankfully. That's not good. That's really bad. Oh, we'll live. Not great. We do not have. Oh boy, that's not good. I might be dead here. This doesn't look good. Let's try to defend everyone. Oh, we're dead here. Yep, that was. Yep, that was the thing. Yeah, we're just not. I mean, we're strong enough to deal with it, but it is a lot to do. Alright then. Instead, let's. Hey, there you go. Let's just head to the Hall of Darkness. We might as well hope that we can level up a bit here. This is the post-game dungeon, which we have explored a little bit, but not too much. So we can see if we can find anything interesting. I'm not expecting anything too crazy, but... Ah, right, that's the way. So, there isn't too much we can do at this point for now, is there? Another Wrath Balloon. Generally, I don't remember this being any difficult. Okay, never mind. Oh, that is already horrible. I don't know how long this post game is, considering how it is with how the previous games have been. I do wonder if it is going to go like anything else crazy, or if this is actually it. I mean, technically speaking, I could go against the dragons again, because it is the end of the game and all that, but it's just the dragons are still a little bit on the tough side. Don't mean to do that. Fuck. Weak to ice, okay. I'm so exhausted. Ugh, Lord. I'm gonna have to lots of my energy so much more back, so. Hey there, Roman. Yep, happy. Happy Pride, sure. Oh, okay. Well, I guess this is the month of it, yep. There's an extravagantly bound book on the shelf of the dead end. You pluck it from the shelf and read. 3 days after leaving the shelter, we ran into problems. There's been severe damage to the food generator. Worse, the research team found that the plants outside and the animals that they feed on are poisonous. We can neither sustain ourselves on food from the generator, nor can we farm, breed, or hunt our own food. The world became a completely different place while we're here in the shelter. You can't enter. Interesting. Sorry, I'm a little bit out of it today. My brain is actually just shutting off. Wow. Oh, I thought I escaped, that's all I was just waiting for it. That's not good. We probably lose here. Do we have an RE930? Yes, we do. So, just give me a minute. My brain has actually just decided to shut down. I'll be back in a second. Seeing something to reactivate. Because, man, everything just like slowed down. Holy crap. Yep, exactly. I know why my brain is actually just shutting off there. I may have overworked myself. Ugh. Okay. 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 I think I'm good. I think I am good. If anyone is curious about what I mean by overworking myself, today we obviously stream in the morning. Well, the fact that in stream in the morning actually did well is one thing. And then we had what's it called? Then what's it called? I did something for D&D group, as in I actually finally got first session down. In the first session, which was a miracle, it actually went well, it seems. So, yeah, I think I just a little bit more tired than I expected. That's it. Also, anyone who says it only takes that means they're like mostly like speed running or some shit, right? Like they're doing oh my god, it only takes this if I do the bare minimum of the normal story and just go straight to the end. All right. You'll be fine. I genuinely do not know where I'm going at all. Interesting. Oh, Lord. Yep, that's always the best way to do it. Oh, really? This is not good. Not good. I genuinely not good. My eyes are actually just getting heavy in general. There's nothing inherently wrong today, but it's just I somehow have got one hell of a thing. Yeah, it is very overpowered in this game. I'll try to go for at least an hour and a half. So I genuinely did not know why my brain's actually like just turning off today. I think I might have overdone it with D&D. Because I actually did run a game today, not on stream, just off stream. But everyone seemed to be having fun, and I might have gone a bit too crazy. Not crazy, but I did get into it, so. I have no more drink. I just need something to wake me up. I was completely fine before, but now it's just gone. I do want to keep going into the Hall of Darkness. The only problem is no idea where to go. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I definitely do not. It's literally the moment I sit down. I don't know what's wrong with me today. Just on the other side. Where am I? I'm over there. My brain really is just not working today. Fuck. Maybe if I get something sweet. I'm just crashing the fields. Maybe if I stand up.
I have to be awake, right?
As you cautiously make your way through the maze, you reach a dead end, but cannot help but gasp. Dozens of stone statues have been left here with pain and fear chiseled on their faces. The ancient people models for these, they look as real as if human flesh had been turned to stone. You attempt to inspect the vulgar statues more closely, despite the strong threat you sense they. Sure. You approach one of the nearby statues and reach out to touch it. Suddenly, a monstrous flowers appear from the shadows and ambush you at lightning speed. Oh, fuck. Ugh. You give me about like 5 minutes or so. I just need to wash my face or something. I don't know. My brain's just off. I'll be back. Let's see. Let's do this. Sorry. Yeah, my brain actually is kind of turning off right now. So I'm going to do my best to at least do it hour and a half, maybe two. But yeah, I don't know. You know, let's do this. We need levels. We need to get stronger. So let's actually go Hall of Darkness quickly. But we're not actually going to do Hall of Darkness itself, because does my brain not working right now? Okay. I think supposedly if we give the monsters their like favored food that has to be like the gold versions. that they actually turn into what's it called? They turn into the like hyper good ones, and or the gold ones, and we can potentially use it as a farm. I mean, it's that, or I could do the hope to find a boss again. So one of the things I haven't done is actually get the extra thing in here either. For the final, not the final boss, but the thing. I don't remember names. It's like a giant ass what's it called? Robot in there, supposedly. Yeah, I just never got the drop from it. So we'll do it now. Why not? We'll see if we can even get it. So that should help out, maybe. Because if I remember correctly, it's like putting to sleep the body or something. Like before we kill it in the first section. So if we can, I definitely want to. Okay, let's see. Cradle Guardian, let's take a look. EO for Cradle Guardian. While it is asleep. Must be the same turn you destroy the body. Okay. Oh, on fire. I shift so it's lightning now. Good. I need to put it to sleep somehow, but I don't know how. I know I'm not speaking much, I'm just, I don't know, my brain is off. Come on, we need to put it to sleep. I can't put this thing to sleep and love me. It just doesn't want to go to sleep. I'm using the wrong one right now. just does not want to go to sleep. Just need to go to sleep once. Might as well just use the formaldehyde, to be honest. There we are. It's... I understand it is weak to sleep, but then it's also the fact that you need to put it to sleep so that you can get the conditional drop. And it just did not want to go to sleep at all. Also, I myself am exhausted for some reason, and my brain is not working, so I'm not actually... I am looking, but also not at the same time. There we are. Okay. I genuinely do not know why my brain is actually just not working today, like at all. We've got this Dream Carapace, which is good. I don't know what it's for. Hopefully we get something. We can use it for something. Has to be armor then. Here we are. Feels legendary for Bushi. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like half like here. It's the problem right now. There's people here as well, so it's not the greatest time for me to be absolutely dead to the world. Okay. What is the best thing for me to do here? To get levels, it's probably keep fighting the dragons. The dragons are so annoying to fight. I genuinely do not know what to do. Let's try and go against the what's it called? Let's try and go against the ice dragon. Why not? I need ice crystal to heal a young patient of mine. If it just lasts a year, straight to save a life. The famous doctor has come to Tharsis. He will be your client for this request. It says here he wants to acquire ice crystals. A dangerous request, to say the least. Properly treated ice crystals exhibit very useful medicinal properties. The Blizzard King drops them only rarely. You will need to travel to the Sacred Mountains to find me. The client has already left for that land, escorted by Kyojin. You are the rendezvous with them here. Alright, supposedly somewhere here. You're at the Sacred Mountains, and I met with a blue-sailed skyship quietly approaching. I'm waiting for you. I'm grateful to have your help. Behind this running incursion is a expressionist man in a white coat. Glance medicinal medicine has a scent. It's tasteful to dragons. He and I are about to enter the dragon's lair. We'll drive out the dragon when it flies towards the Sacred Mountain. It'll be your time to act. The lair is in the southeastern region, mountain range. Hit us again when you have the ice crystals. For my client's purposes, he will need 5 ice crystals. Okay? So you ran into that one? We should just be able to order through this. Okay. Aha. Hi there. Oh, look, I'm kind of making preparations to drive the dragon from its nest. I recommend you stay away from here for now. It says I need the ice crystals, right? We can't get it without the dragon actually doing something. Oh, there we are. You can enter the mountains region to the southeast. The Kyojin and the client should be waiting. Blue sailed should. Yeah. You're right, do not concern yourselves on me. Find the client. It left to set up more chemical traps to drive the dragon out. You know that the Knights of Kyojin's caliber can handle these monsters by the two of them. He hasn't been sure whether or not to search for the client, as directed, or to lend your. Question is, do I go for the client here? I mean, if we go after the client, what then? I guess so. It'll take some time given the way the client's white lacquer blends in the snow you find him. Whatever my reasons for leaving your side, I was wrong to do so. I sincerely apologize. You killed Ragnarok. I think you as well. It seems I owe you yet again. You hand the ice crystals over to the guy. The man in the lab coat bows to you and says he can save his patients. Okay. Oh, that was it. I was like thinking, oh, this is gonna lead to something else. Nope, that's it. It really is just very fast, and then it probably goes straight into the battle, or into the thing. Well then, I take it you found the crystals he was looking for. Indeed. Well then, I hope the patients recover swiftly. But how did they make a medicine with a scent displeasing to dragons? For reasons unknown to him, Yuzuran took a sample of that medicine as his reward. What do he intend to use it for? Perhaps slaying a dragon? I'm sorry, here's the reward you were promised. Oh boy, alright, well, now I guess it's time to fight the dragon. Did you recall the request earlier from the doctor? Yuzuran took the medicine disliked by dragons that he claimed as a reward and presented to the Outland Count. As a result, the Outland Count has decided to exterminate the dragon. The sentinels say that wherever the Blizzard King took the skies, many would die in the sacred mountains. They have already begun to surround the dragon. You should be on your way quickly to that region. Yuzuran will also be taking part in the battle. Perhaps you'll see him there as well. I went too far. After arriving at the Sacred Mountains, the Hawk and Thassus spies your ship. Before you wait the Blizzard King. No. Oh, over there. Is he a signal to the familiar blue-sailed skyship? Yuzuran emerges from the gondola and salutes you. All time. I was just wrestling with the temptation to challenge that dragon alone. It would be a high honor for a knight, but to be defeated would be to allow that beast to walk the earth. Isn't that worth a vain attempt at glory? Your knight not concern himself with protecting the innocent. Otherwise we form a united front against the fiend. What say you? Will you fight by my side? Sure. My shield will protect you, and the lightning from my rune will rain down upon the dragon. Let us go. Hoisted his shield in your honor, Yuzuran boards your skyship. I was about to begin. Is Blizzard King? Wait. Blizzard King is weak to. Is it fire or lightning? I think it's fire, right? Was it lightning? Is it fire? No, it should be lightning. Yeah. I think I pressed the wrong one. Okay. I don't have anything, fuck. For some reason my brain thought that I actually had more things in it, in the bag, but just nothing at all. Actually, I'm generally might actually just knock it out at some point. I'm so dumb. Oh no. I was not paying attention at all. My brain is not working at all today. And I'm dead. Ugh, what? I don't know why my brain's just not working. Why are there 10 people here? I'm sorry. I am not even speaking at all. You guys are bastards. I'm like barely conscious. I am holding my brain together by like the threads, like the tiny threads of my brain are barely together right now. Okay. Special cage, probably revive. And then bolt. Okay, nice, we seal. We might actually get this, weirdly enough. I was literally falling, like, my eyes were probably so heavy. That's not good. Okay, we're live. Hey. I mean, we could try to get this thing's, special. I don't think we can, but fuck it, why not? Holy shit, we actually did. I think we actually did. There's no way. Ugh. How did I do this? I was literally like half asleep. Just letting this thing fight. What the fuck is wrong with my brain? Your indomitable spirit burns through as you successfully overcome this icy ordeal. As the ice dragon screams and falls to the ground, it shatters, and the ice crystals begin to dance around you. Before your eyes, the sparkly crystals form a spherical shape, before crystallizing into a jewel. As you take hold of the floating gem, you feel a transcendent, clear power rushing through your bodies. The ice dragon and all its eyes, correct? Did I mention to you what I've been tasked with? My king. I'm assuming it's meant to be by my king. I am in search of the ice dragon that attacked the Crystal Palace in my homeland and slew the young prince. During our battle with the beast, our king landed a hit, which should have taken one of its eyes. But it seems my journey is not quite over. Nevertheless, I'm satisfied. The people here will no longer fear the dragon. Thank you, Guild Ragnarok. You join in, salutes you before boarding his skyship and returning to Tharsis. Yes, that is a guy. Disturbing laughter echoes in your mind. Well done, humans. Now all the seals are broken. Despicable worms. We protected the seals for the divine dragon. Meddling with humans has incurred their wrath. Fools. It shall consume Yggdrasil. With its power, assume the mantle of the divine dragon for myself. Once I have the throne of the Lord of Dragons, and your age of tyranny shall begin. Party murmurs amongst themselves. The voice says no more. Who could it belong to? There is no one to answer that question. With a new and unsettling mystery begun, you leave the area. I cannot believe I actually won that fight, because I was not present. My brain was not present that whole time. Ow. I'll fucking take it. Like, genuinely, I don't understand how I did it, but sure, I'll take it. Mirage Vest, okay, that's new. That's what N, what is N? N is... not any of us. Man, I think I'm awake now. Like, I just can't believe it. Welcome back. The news of the Blizzard King's death is being spread throughout Tharsis. I believe you may have started a new legend. Please rest well for today, knowing that you have performed excellently. Okay. Defeat the Fallen One. You're the one that can face that thing. You must lend me your strength. It has to be slayed or else. Might of Stars. This request was specifically directed to your Ragnarok Guild, but I do not quite understand it. Not of the Cloudy Stronghold, slay the loathsome one, released from his shackles. That is all the client said. Since I cannot offer a request, I do not understand. I denied him, but the client refused to listen. He said, if you would not take the request, he would accept that outcome. I suppose you should go to the Cloudy Stronghold then. But if the request seems suspicious to you, back here and cancel that once. Oh man. I think I'm awake now. No, we are not even close to the level cap. When you reach the Cloudy Stronghold, when you reach the Cloudy Stronghold, the sky is thick with powerful, daunting malice. Yeah, I know I am. The threat is so strong that no one who passed by could deny feeling it. You do not think it will stop until it has extinguished all life. The thought of it is almost maddening. Having bested 3 dragons thus far, you're confident you can face down whatever's here. Yes, just as I predicted. I believe no one is more qualified than you. You're sad to see a lone soldier has come to your sky ship unnoticed. Did he stay away from Tharsis? But you think I look very human, don't I? I went to a lot of trouble to sneak into a human city. Now, let me formally relay the wish of my master, who suffers in a faraway land. The soldier exaggeratedly clears his throat. The name of the beast which you must defeat is the Fallen One. Amongst powerful dragons, it is known to be especially so. It was sealed away for its malicious intent. We're sorry to involve you in this, but when our unruly compatriot comes, all you will know will burn to ash. This is our last resort. It should show itself in the northeastern sky. Good luck, Guild Ragnarok. With that said, he abruptly jumps off the gondola. When you recover from your shock, look down over the side. But see no shadow nor figure. Shake your head. What sort of being could possess such an abnormal threat? Quietly staring to the northeastern skies where the man directed you. Alright, I guess we'll just go for it. Should just be over here, right? Oh boy, that big boy. Your breath catches in your throat when you see the pitch black form before you. It is larger than the Great Dragon, more beautiful than the Storm Emperor, wiser than the Blizzard King. It may have the stature needed to become Lord of all dragons. Yet its eyes boil with an undisguised taste for destruction and massacre. You feel sure that if you leave this monstrosity be, it will bring naught but ruin to these lands. Alright. Screw it. Before you awaits the fallen one. Sure. Okay. Let's start with a Mind Break, I guess. Let's try to kill him. I'll do Elemental Guard mainly because there's a chance that it is a Elemental Fighter. And we use Galvanic. Okay, we're completely bound, so can't do anything there. Insta-killed my healer. I didn't bring it. Oh boy. I'm screwed here. I don't have anything to go against this thing. Holy shit, what the fuck was that damage? There we are. Alright, well, that wasn't good. Well, that is a monster, to say the least. What do I even do about it, really? Supposedly instant death can work against it, but even then, that's a pretty rare chance, right? Might as well go give it a shot. We'll try one more, why not? If instant death can actually work on it, then this is going to be a huge source of XP, but I'm not really expecting too much from doing so. But who knows? If I can cheese it, I cheese it, that's it. Right? Interestingly, it seals itself completely as well. Yeah, there's nothing I can do at all. It just binds you and you're gone. It just does not care. Damn. Oh well. Uh. Hmm. Has to be something I can do. I mean, going against the other dragons constantly is a little bit annoying, but could do that. Hmm. The only dragon right now that I can really go after right is the Storm Emperor here. The way I can't really. Yeah, there's not really much I can do instead of that. Because we just need levels upon levels right now. We can get to a point where we should be strong enough, right? But did also get the level up, so we should actually do this. To be honest, I don't even know what to do for half of these at this point. Wait, the... Wait a second, the... Lightning Dragon, which one was that weak against? That's weak against fire? So we could increase Inferno Rune a bit more here. Yeah, we'll do that. Why not? Alright, well. Let's do this. I get our ass beat again. Okay. So first thing he does always is... You know what? Let's try poison it. Why not? Fucking a lot of damage there. Nice. Oh, that's not good. Oh man, it healed up as well, really. Awesome. Hey, Millie. Oh. Alright. Oh, nice. It actually got poisoned. Perfect. It just... Oh, boy. That's not good. Okay, poison... Oh, that sucks. Poison barely did anything. Wow. Curse actually might be better than poison then, in this case. especially because of that. Impact the stun. Oh, that's big. Keep trying to do it, I guess. Now we'll do this and this. If we can get the, that's not good. Because if I could speak through the video link redeem whilst finishing, I had up my points, not sure you did not see a single thing. All the things that were, didn't see it. It's gonna hurt. Yep. Alright, we're dead here. I didn't buy any extras, did I? Fuck. I can't get a win, can I? That's all we're trying to twitch, because I can't do. That's weird. Let me actually take a look at something here. Since it is, it has like shown redeems and all that, I might be able to see it on my stream manager side of things. Okay, I see it on the stream manager side of things, but I didn't see anything else. So if I look at that's really weird. Yeah, I have no idea what the hell would be wrong with your phone. Because it does say it there. Yeah, no, there's no... Okay. So I see the, what's it called? I see the account, your account. But it's not showing me anything else. So it's really weird. Yeah. If I had to find out how much lightning resist on gear actually cuts damage, that's true. It's just really annoying to do. So I don't think about gear at all. What do I do now then? The biggest problem right now is that I'm not doing enough damage for most of this. You can give it a shot. But trying to figure out your what's it called? What's wrong with your thing? Your account was the thing we should be trying. Because yeah, I genuinely did not see the thing. Squirrel, are you still here? Okay. On your side, I don't know if you should. I mean, you should be able to check it considering your mod, but can you look through just anything to see if you see anything from account and app a glitch? Well, at the very least, it is good to just check either way. But so Millie or whatever, Millie is using a different account right now, but I believe they have sent over like things to watch. and but it hasn't like showed up on. It's not on our end. Okay, because I see it in the alerts, or sorry, not the alerts, the activity feed, but I can't see it from anything else. So I was just seeing if you will be able to see it on the activity feed itself. Interesting. That's really weird. Oh, yeah, we're down to watch that video afterwards. Don't worry, I'll get that up. But yeah, it's working there. Ball of Darkness. Maybe we can get something good here. Okay. Trying to like figure out like why would it actually be screwed up like that? Because that's very. It's not normal, is what I'm trying to say. Moon Slash, just attack. Weak against all fire. Alright, so yeah. Found it. So it is there, but it's not like it's not showing anything. That's what I see. Really should make a note to actually go buy these resurrection items. What am I doing? It's a gold sheet. A refund of points? Ah, okay. Very good. Screw it. We'll find the sheep here. Nightmare Ram, we can fight here because it is golden. Thank you, Scott. Oh. Wait. Nightmare Sheep. It says a conditional drop, so. What was this? I swear I remember seeing it, but I don't remember what exactly. The poison? Screw it. Yeah, we'll try poison. We can also do poison circle. Oh wait, I didn't get the level up thing. It's not resistant to anything, so we'll use Galvanic. You bastard. I hate this thing. Oh, why did I do that? We can burst here with the bowl. Flash Slice, Venom Throw. You can actually do Party Guard for this and heal up Jury at the end here. Oh wait, no, Party Guard doesn't work there. I'm so dumb. That one. Mighty Heal and Galvanic again. So, okay, nice. Resurrection. That's the poison. Nice. That's what we're talking about, baby. Toxic Eye. Whoops. I did not mean to go there. We should be able to just escape if we're lucky enough. We were not lucky enough. Your bastard is trying to insta-kill me. He insta-kill. Okay, you're okay, I see. Well, there goes my extra experience, and there goes all the stuff I tried. Wow, it's amazing that I got just about nowhere today. Just straight up. Time to go to the dentist? Oh, good luck with that. I've heard a few people going to the dentist recently, and oof, I do not feel... and I feel the pain. Happy that I'm not there myself. It is just the worst. Oh, we can actually get the formaldehyde. Alright, I'll get them. Why not? Nectars. Ah, boy, we are going to run out of those soon as well. The healing items should not. Or actually, the high-end healing items I understand being, what's it called? You have to farm the ingredients for, but the lower ones should not be it. It is a little bit annoying having to go through all that. We just have to keep bloody rushing this down. Technically speaking, I should be strong enough to really deal with this like dungeon, but it's just so too many status elements. I'm actually awake now. Fuck. What happened to me before? I do not know what actually happened to me before. I was like legitimately falling asleep. Now I am awake. Nice, insta-kill. Alright, that clears that. Pretty simple. God, I love how creepy this place is. It's very good unsettling. It's the soundtrack, the battle soundtrack that makes it, that takes away from it. I'm just gonna say that here. The normal soundtrack of like just going around being very creepy is good. I genuinely kind of wish that the battle soundtrack was a little bit more subtle. Cause it's not bad, but definitely could be better. This is already. Oh. This is where we died before. Yes, screw it. We'll do it again. It's the monsters that ambush us, so we'll get the disadvantage, but we'll do this. We can do that. I guess, and nice. That's not good. Burst skill, it takes a bit more. No, that's not good. Just have to keep going. One more. One more. We're at 5. That's enough. With this, we can burst with the bowl, and everyone should be back. Okay, that was the tech. Somehow got through that. I'll take it as a win. Nice. Deathly Bud. Okay. A lot of them, actually. It might be a... After a desperate struggle, you managed to slay the monstrous flowers. It seems the statues were created by the monsters you have just vanquished. You narrowly escaped joining their number. You continue your trek through the maze with even greater caution. I'm guessing maybe the insta-kill actually was the requirement for getting the conditional drop for him. A very high chance that was it. Weak against ice. I am a damage. Shockwave. We can actually defend with these guys though. And it's basically just a sweep using Blizzard. Yeah. Mage, the Rune Master? I don't remember the name of the class properly. But they definitely have the biggest... the largest DPS possible. This actually might take us back to the entrance now that I look at this. Let's try to assassinate that one. And we'll use Flame Inferno to just demolish it. Dodge, okay. I gotta say the different hotel in the drive-in's just far. Wait, what? Wait, what happened? Barbara. You stayed in a hotel? Oh, there's a shortcut here. Oh, lordy, lordy, lord, we found a shortcut. Fire weakness, we use flame. There's an extravagantly bound book on the shelf at the dead end. You pluck it from the shelf and read. Demetrius finally decided to put the plan in motion. I'm proud to have the most crucial role in it. We've been living on the few plants that are safe to eat, but the food shortages get worse by the day. There were two survival plans put forward. Either we adapt ourselves to the environment, or adapt to us. After much debate, the committee has gone for the latter option. We call it the Yggdrasil Project. The account ends here. Okay, so this is different now. Fuck it, dramatic music. Stop for a bit, please. Dramatic music is just too dramatic for this area. Like, come on. Take area Ambrosia. It's a mold. There's the stairs. We actually found a staircase. Holy shit. There's no way we explored this properly, by the way. Oh boy. Alright. Let's see. A small crevice is visible. Oh. Oh, shortcut. Not a shortcut. Perfect. That is a way down. Hey, how complicated this map is sometimes. Like, what the hell is this, like, design? It does look like we've missed out quite a few parts considering how things are laid out. Like, it feels like there is a wall just around here, or a opening there, maybe something slight there, but then definitely something over here, but I actually saw it. Let's try going down a bit. At least get to the second floor. Oh boy, that's a red door. A really red door. It's... Yes, because this is a very normal room. Okay. It's just fucking damage puddles. They're just damaged tiles. Oh, this is ass. Hmm. I don't have a good feeling about the blood door, but who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. No, a dark room, really? You're slightly overwhelmed by an uncanny sensation. When you open your eyes, you see a door which you know you have passed through. It's invisible, bloody wall. It's just an invisible, bloody room. No. There it is. Let's see. Yep, thought so. There has to be something that shows the way, right? Am I dumb in, like, that I don't see it? Oh, I see. There. It's literally that room here. It literally just mirrored. I see, okay. Well. I think it goes 3 and then up. One to here. One, two down across. See it properly. Two, three. Damn, I was hoping that there wasn't a encounter, but oh well. That's not good. That's really bad. Okay, we're out. Let's finish this mapping first. And that should be it. Yeah, cool. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. Way too dangerous. Nice. Alright, we've at least kind of understand how that works now. Last Esok, a Sage 1, Greatcoat, Hamal 2. Okay. Nice. It is going to be an upgrade, thankfully. But definitely going to take a little bit of time. Well, I guess that is some modicum of progress, which is for how sleepy I was earlier in the stream. I'm kind of surprised, but yeah, definitely a lot more done than I really anticipated, huh? Let's finish just leveling up. It's just going to be a pretty simple, just level up all the good stuff. And we'll call it for today, it seems. Oh man. I genuinely do not know what was wrong with me this early on. My brain was just not working. But anyway, before we finish off for today, we do have a video to get that we got from Melee to watch, so Let me just close this for now. Let's make sure I save again. Always make sure to double save. It is a necessary thing when you play RPG games. For those who don't know, I allow people to send in videos so that we can watch at the end of the stream. I've said this multiple times before, but you know, just as anyone who doesn't really understand what's happening, because the reason I do it, not yet. The reason I do it is because I do not watch these videos, or I would never actually watch these videos myself, because maybe it's just not my thing. But because I allow people to watch, to send things for us to all watch together, and we get to like learn different shit. I'm just gonna say this here. I'm just gonna say this here. I normally do not check out like these old comic book lore videos and all that, like history of comics and all that, but it is always interesting to see what people's interests are and what exactly is on their, you know, on their YouTube front pages and all that. It's going to be very white, by the way. Wow. It should be working now, and yeah, let's watch this together. This is, by Strange Brain Parts, The Authority, the early hardcore years. This is from Millie, who had to use a different account before, but we get to watch it together, so why not? What is happening?
The Authority is a comic book series that addresses a few specific questions. What would happen if the most powerful superheroes joined together and decided to be proactive rather than reactive? And what if they decided to address all threats, not just superpowered ones?
So
The
kind of like
roots of the Authority began in the Image Comics title, Stormwatch.
would that be kind of like
Stormwatch was an officially sanctioned.
Would that kind of be like the Injustice universe, or would that? In Fahrenheit, enter War Guard. Wait, if we go back a bit, it was definitely like Superman on one of them.
Decided to be proactive rather than reactive. And what if they decided to address
Yeah,
all
Superman's
threats,
right there.
not just
So so is it like a comic book series that has like just all kind of IPs in it? I'm assuming.
superpowered ones? The roots of the Authority began in the
That
Image
makes
Comics
sense.
title, Stormwatch. Stormwatch was an officially sanctioned United Nations task force that monitored and intervened in superhero activity around the world. The director of Stormwatch, Henry Bendix, was stationed on a satellite in high Earth orbit. He would assemble the appropriate team from the available operatives and put them into action when necessary. This was the basic premise of Stormwatch for the first 36 issues.
Looks interesting.
Then, in 1996, Warren Ellis took over writing the title, and he began to shape the concept into the team that would eventually become the Authority. With his first issue, Ellis introduced Jenny Sparks and Jack Hawksmoor. Along with Swift, these
What
three
the hell
members
was that name
would be
again?
the only members of Stormwatch to survive the abrupt transition to the Authority when it occurs. The first volume of Stormwatch concluded with the 50th issue. The final storyline, Change or Die, is an announcement that the series is about to dramatically change. Also, it's hard not to note that the covers take on a literal widescreen letterbox design to indicate an emphasis on big motion picture action and high concepts. When the series rebooted, it began to shed all its prior association with its Stormwatch roots. It progressively added more science fiction elements, such as the Bleed, which is the space between universes.
Okay, wait a second.
Furthermore,
Let me
it
go back
added
a
more
second.
diverse
I don't know why. That's just bloody Frank West. I might be actually covering it. The corner there, literally, the guy right next to my head, that's just Frank West, is that not? And the red woman on top just looks like Jessica Rabbit to me. I don't know. I have no idea who these characters are, but god, they look so familiar to them.
which is the space between universes. Furthermore, it added more diverse characters, such as Midnighter and Apollo. Along the same lines, Stormwatch also distanced itself from the house-style seen in other Wildstorm series. The new, recurring artist, Brian Hitch, used heavier lines and shadows and placed characters in a defined space. That is, he drew backgrounds with as much attention as the foreground characters. Visually, it's the difference between a sitcom filmed on a brightly lit stage and a drama that uses lighting to impact the mood of a scene. Finally, Hitch's style simply looked grounded. It had a quality that implied realism, or at the very least, a more realistic portrayal of a highly fantastical setting. The second series would only run 11 issues and one special. This special, Wildcats/Aliens, served to completely destroy the team.
Oh.
Like, literally.
That's
This crossover
Xenomorphs.
title was essentially forced onto Warren Ellis. So, he used it as an opportunity to kill off Stormwatch, and then to immediately get to the concept he was building towards, the Authority. At this point, it's worth mentioning that it's good to have the Stormwatch series as background information, but it's not necessary reading material to understand the Authority. In fact, when the Authority began, it was a hard reboot. It does almost nothing to fill in the gap between the end of Stormwatch and the beginning of this team. Suddenly, the Authority exist. They have the Carrier, a spaceship that navigates the bleed, and all of the defining elements are in place. They can teleport easily, they communicate telepathically, and they're already functioning as a cohesive team ready to address worldwide threats. The first issue is practically a poster child for the popular literary term in media res, which translates into the middle of things. There's very little exposition, all the characters are fully developed, and a catastrophic threat suddenly appears to get the team's attention. This new
That's always
series
a
is also a
50-50,
total
isn't it?
shift. The violence becomes more brutal, and the action sequences were entirely wordless, placing the continuity of events in the hands of the artist. Instead of unnecessary dialogue, sound effects, or overly written captions, the scenes were practically silent. It quickened the pace of these sequences, giving them an immediacy not ordinarily found in the medium. While this was not an entirely unique approach, scenes of silence are not uncommon. What made these scenes stand out is their length and
Holy
frequency.
crap, okay, that's
This
a punch.
technique gave each sequence a distinct cinematic feel. While probably not intentional, this widescreen decompressed technique, as it's known nowadays, was also a stylistic transition. It bridged the gap between the earlier, highly rendered Image Comics content, which was empty of engaging stories and focused on artwork alone,
Genuinely?
to a
Okay.
place where the stories
Wait a
and the
second, I need
artwork
to
finally
pause.
complemented one.
That is such a the one on the right is such a good what's it called? Comic book cover. That is actually so nice. I don't know if anyone else, but the fact that it is a like a reflective character and then you actually see reflections off of him is always such a good design choice. It's tough because you have to like understand what is also in the environment with the
Focused
character,
on
but
artwork alone, to a place
genuinely
where the
looks so
stories
good.
and the artwork finally complemented one another. The team included Stormwatch regulars Jack Hawksmoor, Jenny Sparks, and Swift. It also included Apollo and the Midnighter, who had been introduced during the second volume of Stormwatch. The new members were the Engineer and the Doctor. These members would be the core members that would appear in all future iterations of the team. As for the members themselves, the team is led by Jenny Sparks. She is your typical bastard archetype that Warren Ellis uses for nearly every comic he's written. She's brash, overconfident, smokes, drinks, and is generally condescending to almost everyone. Her power is electricity-based, and she's referred to as the spirit of the 20th century. By the time the Authority begins, she is almost 100 years old, and the century is coming to a close, so you can guess her eventual fate. Jack Hawksmoor is a cross between a city empath and a symbiote. His powers fluctuate depending on the environment, and they are rather adaptable to the situation. When Jack was young, he was abducted by people from the future who replaced his body parts with enhancements that draw power from metropolitan areas. So in big cities, Jack is overpowered and basically indestructible. Shenli Men, also known as Swift, is a human with bird-like qualities. Mainly, she's just really fast. Unfortunately, her origin is rather pedestrian and very 90s. A comet passed by Earth, and that activated her recessive capabilities. Although, Jenny Sparks would give her an upgrade. Apollo and the Midnighter are an openly gay couple that are thinly disguised versions of Batman and Superman. Both are bioengineered individuals.
Yeah, you know, that makes
The
sense.
Midnighter can defeat any foe because his mind can accurately predict their moves before they make them. Apollo is charged by sunshine, and when fully charged, he is super powerful, fast, and, look, he's Superman in a different
Yep, that
person.
is literally just him.
The Engineer is Angela Spica, who replaced all her blood with liquid nanotechnology. Essentially, she can morph into any shape, and she is the main interface between the team and their shift ship, the Carrier. The
She's a
Doctor is a world shaman who is,
T-1000.
conceptually, similar to the Swamp Thing. That is, he's chosen for the role and gets no training on how to use his abilities. However, he does receive guidance from all the doctors prior to him. So, while powerful, he doesn't really know what he's doing, which is his weakness along with his drug addiction. This version of the team is fully proactive. Unlike Stormwatch, they didn't ask for permission to intervene on anyone's behalf. They also delivered a very big brother message to the world. Be good because we're watching, and if we don't like what we see, we'll come and kick your ass. Warren Ellis would only stay on the title for 12 issues, delivering high-action, adventure stories. And in the final arc, he had the team destroy a science fiction version of God. It's this final story where Jenny Sparks, on the final day of the 20th century, sacrifices herself to save the planet. Once Ellis had finished with the series, the writer, Mark Miller, stepped in to take over. Miller's run on the title is probably best known for its edgy, controversial material,
What the hell
its
is that
noticeable
right one?
delays, and the censorship it endured. Not to mention the tone-perfect artwork by the artist, Frank Whiteley. This collaboration worked well because it seemed like both creators had a particular distaste for the genre they were working within. Miller came out strong and established his voice immediately.
Oh, damn.
In the first story arc, he established a Jack Kirby-inspired mad scientist as the villain, and then proceeded to have all of Kirby's famous characters act like psychopathic maniacs. To top it all off, the Captain American stand-in commits a heinous act on Apollo that cannot be mentioned on YouTube. In fact, the character commits this act on others.
Yep.
Although this action was heavily implied and censored from the dialogue.
Literally says it right there. Okay.
This version of
It's not in the dialogue, but it is. Literally, it says it right there. Do was originally scripted as a 4-letter R word. Yep, there it is.
this action was heavily implied and censored from the dialogue.
Heavily implied? No, that's just
This
it.
version of The Authority seemed like it was carving a new, sadistic path in the superhero genre. It generated a lot of interest because, well, it was audacious. In retrospect, the material is mean-spirited, with ridiculous, straw man type of characters and gleeful graphic violence. It intentionally tried to be shocking and distance itself from all superhero content. It was a spectacle with very little substance, but this approach seemed to connect with an audience. At this point, DC had purchased Wildstorm and established it as an imprint in their publishing line. While Wildstorm was technically its own entity, DC did enforce its own standards on the material. Notoriously, this led to an issue of League of Extraordinary Gentlemen being printed, recalled, and then destroyed due to an ad in that comic. However, this is practically a mild reaction compared to the censorship the Authority experienced. Side note: the following list of censored language and images apply to when the series was published during 2000 and 2002.
Let's see how bad it gets.
In recent editions, DC has restored the language and artwork. So, viewer discretion is advised. Early examples of censorship included toning down or slightly obscuring the violence, changing real-world locations and names, and an instance of the engineer flipping a middle finger. Originally, the Captain America stand-in, as well as the other Avengers members, were more obvious clones.
Okay, that
However,
makes
this
more
was
sense
toned
though.
down, and they were colored in very muted, generic tones to avoid being visual copies of their more colorful analogs. Reportedly, a kiss between Midnighter and Apollo was also censored, due to DC being uncomfortable with the implication that their direct analogs, Batman and Superman, might also be gay. Heavy censorship followed in what would be Miller's final story. It's often cited that the events of September 2001 had a direct influence on the edited scenes,
Oh,
which
Lord,
may be
okay.
somewhat true
Yeah,
in
that makes
spirit.
sense.
However, it's more likely the distasteful nature of the story was what led to the wide variety of art and writing changes.
Yeah, that too.
What is known is that the one-shot, The Authority, widescreen, which was to take place in New York, was definitely cancelled due to the events of September 11th. It may be this cancellation is conflated with the delays Miller's story experienced. The Brave New World arc, which started in issue 22, began with the artist, Frank Quitely. Reportedly, Quitely had drawn very little of the following issue before being replaced. Or quite possibly, he quit to work with Grant Morrison on the new X-Men. The circumstances of him leaving are not quite clear. Regardless, the first issue of that arc was published in March of 2001. The following issue, published 4 months later, began an entirely new story by an entirely new creative team, writer Tom Payer and artist Dustin Nguyen. Technically, this fill-in story worked within continuity. That is, the Authority were attacked and destroyed in Brave New World, and a new version of the Authority was created to take their place. with hindsight, it seems apparent the story arc was an attempt to stall for time and make changes to Miller's story, or to find a replacement for Frank Quitely, or both. The second part of Brave New World wouldn't appear until January of 2002, and the subsequent final issues would have a 3-month delay between them. Its schedule was highly erratic. This was mostly due to the changes the new artist, Art Adams, needed to make. In fact, Adams would quit the title over these numerous changes, and the final issue of the story arc, which also turned out to be the final issue of the series, was drawn by Gary Erskine. As for the changes, issue 27 is the main focus. To begin with, a few instances of graphic violence and an exposed nipple were erased. The scene where the Colonel enters his room had a variety of racist posters removed. The following panel, which heavily implied he was about to defile the corpse of Jenny Sparks, was entirely redrawn.
That.
A mind-controlled Swift, who was established as a vegetarian, is forced to lick dirty, meat-covered plates clean. Then she kneels in a very provocative manner and has cigar ashes tapped into her mouth.
Oh man,
This scene was
that's
redrawn
rough.
and rewritten.
That is.
Then current President George Bush was removed from one panel. This most certainly was a change made due to the events of the prior September. And finally, in the following issue, the execution of a character was changed to be far less explicit. It should be noted, these are all the known changes.
Weird, though.
Issue 27 bore the bulk of the censorship, having been written, approved, and drawn before someone decided the issue had crossed the line into distasteful territory. It's very easy to speculate that issues 28 and 29 had some heavy editorial input before the script was approved. Following issue 29, the Authority was unofficially cancelled. Abandoned may be a better way of putting it. Which wasn't too surprising from a publishing standpoint. It was controversial, experienced long delays, and had intense editorial scrutiny. Not to mention, by this time, Mark Millar had started writing Ultimate X-Men for Marvel, so his focus was definitely on the better-paying gig. At the same time, not continuing the series once Millar left was a slightly odd decision. After all, The Authority was a consistent selling title. In fact, its sales were rising. It went from roughly 32,000 copies for issue number 13 to just over 43,000 copies for its final issue. For comparison, it did as well as Batman in terms of sales. The Authority would be rebooted a year later, and it initially did well, but then it quickly shed readers and it was cancelled with the 14th issue. So the momentum the original series had generated was lost, and the series never seemed to recover. Numerous reboots and miniseries would happen in the following years, some more successful than others, although it never again reached the high profile of the first influential volume. All that's left to say is, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, like, comment, and all that good stuff. Additional thanks to all those that directly support this channel and help keep the lights on. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you.
It's always pretty interesting, isn't it? It's very weird. Okay, that's nasty as fuck. Interesting. Yeah, well, that was Strange Brain Parts. They do a lot of what's it called? Blah, blah. Comic book like histories and all that. So if you're ever interested in that, then there it is. I will now go and send you guys over to someone else. It is. Looking at who is on, it's been a while since I sent anyone to Noctifer, and they are currently playing some of one of the games that I originally played on stream, Pokemon Infinite Fusion. So it looks like they will. But they're doing a Soul Link. Okay. The thing is, they're probably going to be full of like Italian, so. Nah, this chat is way too English for it. If they're playing some, probably if they played something else, they'll probably be. Yeah, they're doing a. Who else we got? We got Axel and we got Seraphina. So, flip a coin for either one of them. Let's say heads for Seraphina, tails for Axel. That's heads. Alright, we got our destination. Alright, they're playing some Valkyria Chronicles 4, so have fun over there, and I will see you guys again next time. That is tomorrow we have some more Kaiser Ironmon, which I have finally got back to the third city. So the third gym is up. So that's good. And later on that day is also going to be Trials and Cold Steel 4. Anyway, I'll see you guys again next time in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and goodbye.